Here we are, December. It's winter. Winter. Hey everyone, it is Ereena George here, your nutrition and health coach. And today I am going to be talking about how to keep off those winter pounds, how not to gain that winter weight back. So all of the weight that you worked on releasing in the spring, in the summer, how to keep that off in the winter and not get sidetracked because it's cold and you're kind of booed up and it's cuffing season. How not to let all of that sidetrack you and really learn some tips and some tools to keep that winter weight off. So I'm excited. I hope you're excited. So let's get to it. Now, everyone knows, we all know that mostly in the wintertime, because it's cold, a lot of our outside activities become either null and void, or we take them inside and we do it with way less intensity. And now I'm not talking about the gym, because a lot of times, even our gym activities cease in the winter when it starts getting cold. Ask me how I know. It's been a few months since I've been to the gym. It's been a few months since I've worked out. And when the seasons begin to change, that is when we start kind of falling back on our routines, because everyone wants to get their summer body right. So January hits and everyone's like, you know what? I'm going to stop eating this. I'm going to stop drinking. I'm going to stop doing all the bad things that I've been doing for the last, say, 4 or 5 months, because spring and summer will be here in 3 to 4 months and I need to get my body right. We all do it. I've done it in the past. But one thing that I have changed, and what I'm hoping that you will change too, is instead of thinking in January about how you want to start doing better for your life and your health and your body, you want to do that throughout the year. So one of the first things that you can do in order to keep that winter weight off is to make sure that you continue to do cleanses in the fall and in the winter. Because the weather is changing anyway, I always recommend doing a fall cleanse and then doing a winter solstice cleanse. And that can be simply you clean eating, continuing your clean eating regimen for the summer. A lot of times in the summer, we eat less heavy foods, more fruits and vegetables, because they're readily available in the summertime here on the western part of the hemisphere. When it's summer, we have all of the seeded fruits that are available to us at our leisure. So we tend to eat a bit lighter in the summer than we do in the fall and the winter. But what you can do is you can carry those same habits, those same eating habits that you have in the summer, and you can carry that into fall. You can also try to carry that into winter. Now, here's where you do the switch. When fall comes in, you still have an influx of those fresh fruits and veggies that come from different parts of the world. You still get that coming in. It usually starts slowing down around November-ish, where you're noticing that you may not see strawberries or seeded watermelons or some of the other tropical fruits like sour oranges and mangoes and things of that nature, rambutan, soursop, like things that come from different islands that stop getting imported to us. I don't know why. Because in the islands in which they come from, they're still growing. It's still in season, some of them, but we kind of see that import go down a little bit around November. So when the fruits that you like to eat in the summer start to diminish in the winter months, you go ahead and you switch over to veggies. So you can start incorporating more vegetables in your diet because you no longer have the fruit option or some of the fruit options. You can still get strawberries and blueberries and melons and pineapples and things of that nature, but some of the more tropical fruits that you eat in the summer and some of the more seeded fruits that you eat in the summer. And I keep saying seeded because fruits should have seeds. So, for example, watermelon. I love watermelon, but I only eat seeded watermelon. And you cannot get seeded watermelon year round depending upon where you live. I live in the eastern part of the United States, and there's just a cutoff of when I can see seeded watermelon. And they really don't come into my area until about late June, early July. So when I say seeded, that's what I mean. Try to find seeded fruits. So fruits that should have seeds, try to find seeded fruits. And a lot of times if you still have farmers markets going on in your area, you should be able to find fruits with seeds. But so we want to go ahead and around November time, so maybe a week before Thanksgiving, you can start incorporating more vegetables in your diet. So some vegetables that you may not have tried yet, you can start going ahead and incorporating those into your diet so that you don't really pick up on all the heavy carbs. Because when it's cold, we want comfort. So we want potatoes, we want rice, we want pastas, we want really heavy stuff. Because it keeps us warm. It's like a comfort. So those soups, those really heavy soups and those chilies, things of that nature. But you can do those in a healthy way. You can do vegan chilies, you can do vegetarian chilies, and instead of having meat, you can go ahead and add veggies to those soups and to those chilies, veggies that you haven't tried, which will help keep the carbs down, which will help keep down the heaviness of the food that you're looking for. And then incorporate healthier pastas like spelt pasta. I love spelt pasta. It doesn't taste any different from regular pasta, but because it's an ancient grain, I don't mind eating it. And I actually have eaten pasta 2-3 times a week and still manage to keep my weight down or actually lose weight, although I was eating pasta. So that's one of the things that you can do. You can start go ahead and incorporating different veggies in your diet. Second thing that you can do is keep up your workout routine. It doesn't have to be the same one that you had in the summer. Maybe you could have worked out for an hour in the summer, and now that winter is back, depending upon your job and just depending upon how you feel when you wake up in the morning or how you feel when you get off work at the end of your work day, you might not want to do an hour workout. Keep the workouts going, but limit them maybe down 15 to 30 minutes. So maybe you did an hour and now you only feel like doing 30 minutes. Do something. Keep yourself busy. Coming from someone who just told you that I haven't worked out in months, and it's because my body needed a break because I used to work out really, really heavy, but I'm about to get back into it actually. You want to go ahead and do what your body needs, right? So if you know that you can't do an hour, instead of being bummed out saying, you know what, I'm just going to completely stop because I can't do an hour, I can't do it how I was doing it, I don't want to go ahead and go jog outside, it's cold. Do 30 minutes in your home. There's so many different workouts that you can do in your home. You can create your own workout and do 30 minutes before you have to get yourself ready for work, or do a quick 30-minute after work or right before bed. So you have to continue to incorporate the workouts so that your body keeps that momentum, it keeps that energy, and you keep going. So that's the second thing that you can do. So the first thing that you can do is you eliminate the fruits because season is changing and you're incorporating different vegetables and not the heavy carbs. Second thing that you do is continue your workouts, even if you have to shorten the workout. The third thing that you can do is find a partner. Find a partner to do it with. This is the season where you want to have an accountability partner when it comes to your health and fitness goals. You have to have that because that person is going to push you. They don't have to be in the same state with you with this technology. You can find a partner anywhere and you guys can work out together and you guys can push each other. And so you want to find a partner, but someone who's motivated, someone who's maybe 5 to 10 times more motivated than you so that you can't talk each other out of it. You want someone to say, hey, I understand how you feel. I understand that you're tired. I understand that it's cold, but you still have to get up and do this. So you want to find an accountability partner that's at least 5 to 10 times more motivated than you so that they can motivate you to continue to do what you need to do throughout these winter months. Because a lot of times the winter months can bring depression, it can bring sadness. If you keep your routine going, then you can avoid all of those things. Your energy is going to be up. You're going to continue to feel good. Your endorphins are going to continue to, be shooting all over the place. And although some workouts may be difficult, if you work out, you know what I mean when I say your endorphins are shooting and you have that high energy, because after a workout, regardless of how high it is, you feel really, really good. You feel really great. So have an accountability partner. And then the last thing that you can do to keep that winter weight off, simple, simple, simple. Waist beads. Waist beads. Now, a lot of people wear waist beads because they like the way that it looks. But traditionally, waist beads were used and are used in African countries for different reasons. And they have been making a huge, huge appearance here in the US. And a lot of people of different cultures are using waist beads for different reasons. But one of those reasons that people use waist beads is to keep track of their weight, if they're gaining or losing weight. And it's something very simple. You can make them yourself, or if you have a friend, or there's so many different places that you can purchase them online. Simply wearing a waist bead will keep you on point with your weight. You'll know if you're losing weight, if you're gaining weight, because when you measure yourself for the waist bead is going to be made to fit whatever your measurement is at that time, or if you make it yourself. And as you're wearing your waist bead, you can tell if it starts falling a little bit lower than where you originally measured it, that you've lost some inches, and it keeps going down. But you can also notice if you are gaining a little bit of weight, if those waist beads start getting a bit tight, you notice that they're fitting a bit more snug, or if you ignore all of that and they simply pop, then you know, oh my goodness, I've gained some weight. Maybe some weight that you didn't even realize was coming on because your intake changed, because now it's colder. We're in the winter months and you're not paying that much attention because you're showing less skin, and you're wearing more clothes, so you're not really concerned about what's going on underneath those clothes. Those waist beads will keep you on point, believe it or not. I'm telling you, it works. And it actually helps over time to really shape out your waist a little bit. Do some research on that. I'm telling you, it works. So let's go through the 4. The first thing, we're going to switch out the tropical fruits, and we're going to put more veggies in our diet instead of the carbs. Number 2, we're going to keep our workouts going, but instead of doing an hour workout, we may drop that down to a 30-minute workout due to the weather. Number 3, we're going to get us an accountability partner who is more motivated and more driven than we are. And the last one, waist beads. And that's that. Now, the waist beads are for women, but guess what? Men can wear waist beads as well. All black waist beads. It doesn't just have to be for women. So number 4 is waist beads. It will keep you cognizant, and it's visual. So every day you're going to see it. You're going to know if you're losing weight. You're going to know if you're gaining weight just by having those waist beads around your waist. So those are 4 simple things that you can do to keep that winter weight off and be mindful of how you are taking care of your body in the winter. This is Ereena George. I will see you next time. Peace.